There was this friend I had back in school when I was still in Ukraine. It was my roommate actually. His name is Elliot. We're still friends today, and he's a very, very fun guy. In 2016, he come to me. He had some challenges in school, and so he was looking for somebody to stay with in the hostel. And then he came to me, and I took him in as a friend. We share things together, we struggle together. Some days, man, we will eat just biscuits together. And we had this other guy. Oh man, this guy was wealthy. You can tell that he came from a wealthy family. He bought some bread. There was this bread back then that cost about 50 grievance. And if you bought that bread as a student, man, you had money. He will go to Burger King, McDonald's. He will buy a lot of stuff and come back home and he's eating in the room. You will know he really had money, but he never shared with anybody. Me and my friend Elliot will be in the room and we'll be looking at this guy that, man, does this guy not see that we are hungry, or does this guy not see that we also need to eat? Even if, we didn't ask you, like, can you not just share and say, hey, can you have some? He was just never like that. He never cooked, he never gave. But when we cooked, he wanted to eat. So that's where we had a problem. He wanted to get from us, but he never wanted to give to us. Man, it was a really sad experience living with that guy. But at some point, I just made the conclusion of, bruh, it's not as if we don't have money at all. It's just that at that stage of our life, we were facing some challenges, and I was trying to, support each other. Me and Elliot, we are just trying to support each other. But this guy wasn't helpful. But here's where I'm going to. I want to tell you how I actually met my best friend. So my best friend was this guy that he would go to different rooms. He loves food a lot. So he would come to my room. He would go to every other person's room just for food. His name was Kingsley. His name
You
is
know where
Kingsley.
the
He's
song
still
will
my
start.
best friend right now. But initially I didn't like him. I didn't like him because each time he came to my room, he would stay for so long and he would never want to leave. I didn't know that this guy would turn out to be my best friend and to be an amazing person. You see why? Honestly, you should not just judge people quickly. Also, life is life. You just don't know what happens. But I remember my roommate Elliot. Each time, it's just so funny. Each time this guy or his brother was coming to my room, and Elliot had cooked because Elliot was the guy who always cooked. Each time he cooked food and these guys are coming, we always had our language. We had a language we both spoke, and only two of us understood it. So each time he knows somebody is coming and we just have a little bit of food, we don't have so much to share, he will just shout, motorcycle again. I don't even know what that means. But each time he says that, motorcycle again, that means somebody is coming. And then I'll just go and lock our door. We'll lock the door so that nobody will come in and somebody will be knocking at the door. Bam, bam, bam. Hey, hey, who is here? Who is in the room? Ima, they will be calling my name. And I will not answer. Elliot too might be with me. Actually, sometimes he's with me inside, and will not answer anybody. And then we'll just hide our food under the table, or no, not under the bed. We'll put our food under our bed or under our chair somehow, some way. That's if we decide to open the door for the person to enter, and then they will come and say, "Do you have some food?" Be like, "No food, oh, no food. Oh, we say if we they hungry." No, that was a very bad thing. And that guy Elliot, he was the one who made me do that. I was never such a person. Elliot was the one who always made me do something like that. And he was from Delta State. So you know how all those worry people used to do sometimes. Oh man, he was a really fun guy. So, but fast forward, right? My best friend, he used to have a lot of girls issue. Oh my god. When he I know he will watch this video and I hope he doesn't crucify me for this, but he used to have a lot of girls issues. He talks to a lot of girls, but he was just never dating. He never got a chance to date them. He liked them, but they never, give him a chance. So each time you have those breakups, breakups that you have not even entered the relationship, but the girl said no, he will come to my room and he will be so sad. Sometimes I'll have to leave my room for him, go to school. He will not be able to go to class for like 2, 3 days. He will be in my room, just being sad. And then me and Elliot will come back and we'll just be laughing and laughing. God, it was one of the best times of our life. But when I was in my fourth year and I moved out of the hostel, my best friend will come around. He would link me up with his elder sister. They will cook for me. They will do, awesome things. And I really loved it. That's when I started to know that this guy really cared for me. Kingsley really cared for me. He was an awesome person. That's how I decided to call him a best friend because, bro, I have a lot of friends. They are great people too. However, because he was coming to me so much and I started to like associate with him better, I found out that, man, he's an awesome guy. I was the more quiet person at that time, especially when we go out. I'll be the quiet person. He is a very outgoing person, an extrovert. I consider him an extrovert. But when we are together, I'm like, oh, let loose and all that. But man, the lesson I'm trying to share with you is that sometimes the people who you don't like at the beginning, sometimes you just fall in love with them at the end of the day. They become people who stand out for you and become awesome people. I've known this guy since 2015. This is 10 years now. And many other friends, Anthony, BC, a lot of friends that I've known that are wonderful people. And I'm just so grateful for my friends. If you have some people who really care for you, make sure you pay attention and care for them back. True friendship does not come by easily. So hold your friendship strong and have a great life.